What is going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another episode of Scooter Hut News. We are up to episode number 19 this week. We are one away from 20. That's 20 weeks of Scooter Hut News that we have been bringing to you, and I can't wait to bring you 20 more. So let's get into this week's news. 12.6 million views later, the human YouTube highlight reel Devin Supertramp has teamed up with Dakota Shoots, Nick Hendricks and John Reyes to piece together what is looking like a second installment of an extremely successful YouTube video featuring freestyle scooters. The news of this has been brought to us thanks to the world of Instagram, and this picture in particular has been shared across the accounts of all three professional scooter riders, with Dakota summing things up pretty well with his caption, V2. That's it, V2. Devin Supertramp is an insanely successful YouTube filmmaker boasting nearly 5 million subscribers on the platform and is well renowned for his fast-paced Steadicam footage. Alongside videos such as Assassin's Creed, the world's largest rope swing, and BMX parkour, the titled Scooter Freestyle, the world's best pro scooter riders, is among one of the most popular on his account. The original video was posted way back in January 2013, but is still getting new views 5 years later in 2018. Featuring riders from then Lucky Scooters teams such as Dakota Shoots, John Aguilera, as well as Mike Montgomery, and special appearances from Vincent Kudrina and Jake Clark. The video goes for just under 4 minutes and features some bangers, including Lil Jon sending a 360 down the notorious El Toro stair set, as well as what I believe to be a world's first at the time, bar spin bri flip to umbrella flip from Jake Clark. Super excited to see what Devin and the team are going to come up with this time around, with the three separate styles at hand, with Dakota being insane at park, we've got John being insane at flat ground, and then we have Nick, who'll be absolutely slaying the streets. This video is sure going to create some buzz around the scooter industry once it has been dropped. Original video is linked in the description below. After the successful release of his signature wheel with Root Industries, Clayton Lindley has dropped a promo video for said wheel on the Undialed YouTube channel, and it's definitely not one to miss. The video is action-packed from start to finish, featuring mostly park bangers, but also sliding in some cheeky street influence as well. The filming for this edit has taken place over the course of 8 months through countries such as New Zealand, Australia, a bunch in Europe, as well as on his home soil of the USA. Another cool fact about this video is that rapper and fellow scooter rider Chris Lee produced a song alongside Jay Pert, primarily for the release of this video. So I guess you could say that Clayton has his own soundtrack now. Being a part of Root Industries myself and taking care of the most filming and editing to do with the brand, I can also let you guys in on a little secret that I know there are other Root riders that are pretty damn close to releasing their wheel promo videos as well. But it's not me. Definitely not me. Everyone's favourite touring action sports show NITRO CIRCUS is about to release their first line of scooters in Australia, thanks to a collaboration with Ride 858. I was lucky enough to get my hands on these images of the scooter alongside some information regarding it. It comes with a Ride 858 V-neck tube, threadless forks, 110mm slick Rick wheels, 858 one-piece bar, flat bottom deck with NITRO CIRCUS decal, ABEC 858 bearings, quality 858 ribbed grips, 4.5-inch wide 858 deck, and it is aged for 6 years plus. Now obviously from the photos you just saw, as well as the specs I've just read out on screen, this is not your top of the line scooter you'll be paying $300+ for, more so your general cheap scooter you'll find in your local Big W. These scooters are looking to replace the ones you would find at your generic department store that after riding in the skate park for a day are going to fall apart in your hands. So think of this scooter as a stepping stone before your first real freestyle scooter. You know, the ones you can find at your local Scooter Hut stores. There is definitely a lot more exciting stuff to do with NITRO CIRCUS and scooters coming up in the near future, but I will save that information for another episode so we can really dive in and let you know the ins and outs on what's going on. It is Monday, therefore yesterday was Sunday, therefore another coalition video has been released, this time featuring Dylan Morrison, Rumet Salik, Christian Alvarez and Luis Barrios. I don't know how to say it. The level of riding in this video was absolutely insane. Morrison and Rumet definitely know how to throw down absolute jaw-dropping bangers, and the other boys definitely show some serious scooter control throughout the 5.5 minute long edit. We also had another coalition video released earlier last week featuring Maxime Legrand, Ivan Jimenez, Paul Roman and Eric Avila, and that was an absolute treat to watch as well. Both of these videos can be found in the description below this video, yeah. This next one popped up in my Instagram feed just prior to filming this week's episode of Scooter Hunt News, so I don't have too much information behind it other than the post regarding what seems to be a complete titanium setup. Obviously, apart from the grips and the urethane on the wheels, every other part of this scooter is said to be completely titanium. That includes the bars, the forks, the clamp, the deck, the lot. This scooter comes to us thanks to a company called Vocal, which up until the discovery of this setup, I've never actually heard of before. Definitely excited to hear more about this scooter in the future though, including some insights into the weight and the cost price. I'm sure I'm going to keep you all in the loop of what goes on regarding this scooter because it is definitely something new and we do all want to know more about it. So you're just going to have to keep watching Scooter Hunt News to find out more. With the power of social media, we have the power to make a change. I came across this post a few days ago regarding a little dude called Hendricks who has unfortunately been diagnosed with walking pneumonia as well as autoimmune encephalitis, which has been causing him a world of trouble and leaving him with symptoms such as memory loss, hallucinations, altered personality, as well as difficulty when it comes to everyday activities such as walking, talking, chewing, and swallowing. Now, the way that this is all linked up with scooters is that Hendricks is the son of Bo Torres, who is actually one of the owners of the American scooter store, the Scooter Farm. Knowing Bo personally from my past travels to the United States with Root Industries, he's an absolutely awesome human being and does a whole lot for the scooter industry that you might just not know of. And that is why I am calling out for the help of you guys, the viewers, the scooter riders, to help us help his son Hendricks and the rest of his family in this time of hardship by checking out the link in our bio that will direct you to a GoFundMe page set up to help with the medical costs they are facing. At the time of filming this video, they are already at nearly $34,000 towards their ultimate goal of $50,000, which can really put into perspective how costly the condition that has unfortunately become part of Hendricks' life. There is no limit to how much nor how little you can donate towards the GoFundMe page, so every cent counts. Including myself, I have seen a bunch of scooter riders get involved in making a donation in whatever way they can possible. So make sure you go check out the link in our bio and I'll make sure it's on the very top of the page for your ease of access. And that does in fact bring us to the close of this week's episode of Scooter Hunt News. But before I do say goodbye for the week, we do have this week's winner of Scooter Hunt Clip of the Week, which goes to Matt O'Shea. Thanks again for joining me yet another week on Scooter Hunt News. Also remember to check out that link in the bio below regarding the GoFundMe page, as well as the rest of the links that I have left below for your viewing pleasure. And that being said, I'll catch you next week. Goodbye.